What's up, guys? It's another beautiful morning. Look at that view. Love that view. Um, Very quiet little town. Not very entertaining in the sense, in a traditional like Western sense, but we love this place. Oh, there's our dog. There's Duke barking at pretty much nothing. He just likes to bark. He likes to exert his dominance over the neighborhood. Um, But yeah, I'm gonna do a little vlogging today, show you guys, give you a little peek into our life. Just waking up, just washed off in a cold shower. Kind of stood in the grass for a little bit and looked out over the valley. Uh, but I want to talk a little bit today too, and kind of show you a little bit of what I do around the house to stay fit. A lot of the like non-exercise activity. Um, that you can incorporate into your life to burn more calories, expend more energy throughout the day, so that you lose weight but don't necessarily have to be overtly going to a gym and working out all the time. There's a lot of stuff you can do just around the house. So I'll show you some little tips that I do, some little tricks that I do to get myself moving more um, throughout the day. Show you what we eat, do kind of a day of eating blog, and here's Duke. Duke, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on? But yeah, give you a little peek into our lives and show you some of the tricks and tips that we do to stay healthy and stay fit. Here's our little munchkin right here. Hello. Hello. All right. Hello, Duke. There's Duke eating his meaty bones. Duke is a 7-year-old boy. You're 7, Duke. You're an old man now. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're still pretty ripped, though. Check out Duke's shoulders. Don't get nervous, Duke. Duke. Think so much. Daisy. Hey, Daisy. Daisy's little boneyard down here. What's up, big girl? What's up? You got your bones? You have your bone? You're a good girl. Your hands are all dirty. You're a nice girl, Daisy. This is Duke's daughter. She's the sweetest dog you'll ever meet. Yeah, baby. Hello. What are you doing? Excuse me. What you got in your hand there?
Apple.
What are you doing with that apple? You're just gonna run back and forth with the apple? Ariana likes to do wind sprints through the house occasionally. Are you sleeping now? What else, Ariana? What did you just eat before you have your apple? Bone broth meat? Wow.
I'm scared.
Remember how Daddy showed you to hold it?
Yeah.
I'll hold it.
Just for the record, that knife is super dull. It's like, it looks sharp, but the thing's as dull as a butter knife. What did you eat before this, Ariana?
Bone broth meat.
What?
Bone broth meat.
Nice.
Bone broth meat is a translation.
Bone broth meat. Here, this is like...
Yeah.
There's the pot of bone broth. Cannot really see it. The light's kind of bad. Jessica just scoops it all into a bowl. And
It smells so good right now. I wish you guys could smell it.
Here, smell it. There.
I'm really excited about it.
What are you doing?
Eating an apple.
You're eating an apple. Is this apple delicious?
Mhm.
Are you enjoying this apple?
Yeah.
What is over here? Is that broccoli?
Yeah.
Oh. Is this the ground up broccoli?
Yes.
How did you make that?
just steamed broccoli, and then food process it until it's crumbly. Add some butter and herbs. This has a herbs de Provence, but it's really nice for measuring out your food when you're counting your fats and proteins.
So you can just make
Ready-made.
This is a really good little trick, is you take a bunch of broccoli, you make like 3 days worth of broccoli, you measure it all out. So if you're going to have 3 cups per meal, you could make, I don't know, say 9 cups of broccoli. You steam it up, then you blend it up, and you've got it in a Tupperware. You add some flavor, put some garlic, some butter, all that.
Little salt, little pepper.
Yeah.
Measure it out when you're ready to eat it.
And you've got a to-go meal / nice little snack for the kids. Ariana loves it. She loves the texture of it.
And we
And
keep
check
the
out-
broccoli stems for the dogs.
Yeah. I don't know if your dogs would like this, but our dogs are pretty funny. They'll eat just about anything. And they sit here and beg for broccoli stems. Duke! Alright, so I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to eat first thing this morning. Usually I wait a little bit, but I'm kind of hungry. So I'll show you. It's actually the same meal that I showed you last time. It's pretty much the same thing, but I'll show you how I make it. Whole bunch of canned mackerel, or as you can say in Ecuador, macarela. So I take the can. See all that tomato sauce? I don't want to eat that stuff. And there's my fish. Alright, so here's how I cook my breakfast. I've got like maybe 3.5 tablespoons of butter in there. I just kind of heat it up in the butter. Put about a half teaspoon of salt in the whole thing.
Have fun.
And kind of sprinkle in about a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. And the black pepper gives it this amazing bite. Just gives it a really nice. Okay. And after it's cooked for about maybe like a minute, just kind of scoop it all into my bowl. Look at that butter. Look at that fish. Then I take an avocado. I usually put like either a half an avocado or a whole one sometimes. Then I take some turmeric. Just kind of dump some turmeric in there. Got some sauerkraut. This is the last of this jar of sauerkraut. Just kind of dump it in there. I'm going to toss in, this is the kind of ground up broccoli that we were just talking about. It's got a little bit of butter and garlic and spices in it. So, my finished meal. Ready to be mashed up and eaten. Big, very nutrient dense, very calorie dense meal. Usually I'll have 2 meals of approximately this size per day. But I've been kind of eating a little bit more to put on some muscle, so I might throw in a smaller 3rd meal today. Here's Ariana. Hello. And now I'm going to eat. Okay, so your workspace is a really important thing to optimize, or attempt to optimize. Sitting, being stagnant is not good for your body composition, and it's not good for your health long term. It's not good for your posture. So I suggest everybody, if you can, do your best to implement as much standing while you're working as possible. If you work in an office, if you're tied to a computer like I am most of the time, you're going to be relatively stagnant while you're working. You're going to be relatively sedentary while you're working. Wind is blowing, my door's open right now. But a standing desk is a very good way to minimize your stagnation and to improve your posture. So here's my desk. First of all, I've got Ariana underneath it. Hey. I don't use a chair, a traditional chair. I use one of these balls. One of these, I don't even know what you call it, Bosu ball, Pilates ball. That's what I use instead of a chair. I can kneel on it. Watch out, Ari. Scoot over. I can kneel on it. See that? If I don't want to stand up, I can kneel on this ball, move around, and kind of squat on it, rotate your hips around, use your lower back, use your lumbar spine. use your thoracic spine. Much better position than sitting hunched over at your desk. Most of the time when I'm working, I'm standing. And this is my little jerry-rig setup until I finish designing in my mind and find somebody to actually build me a proper standing desk, which I'm still designing. Want to get it perfect. But here is my little stack of tiles that I throw my iMac on top of. Now the screen is orange because I use a program called Flux to minimize the blue light. A lot of people use the blue blocker glasses. I don't really like wearing glasses, so I do this. Got the Flux on, minimize blue light exposure, maximize your production of melatonin in the evening, and minimize exposure to blue light. Many different reasons to do that. Lots of benefits for circadian rhythm, for your sleep cycle, and for your health. But yeah, when I'm working, I'm relatively sedentary during my working hours, and standing up at my desk, moving around a little bit, is very, very helpful. All right, what are you doing?
Getting around to my breakfast now. I just made this broccoli mix in the food processor. It's just pulsed, steamed broccoli.
Oh, so that's what we talked about earlier.
What I was doing earlier. I chopped up the broccoli, steamed it.
Steam the broccoli.
I like to save the water to drink. It's like a tea. I think it's really good. I pulsed the broccoli in here with butter. It was 4 cups of broccoli and 2 tablespoons of butter, which makes it really
and
easy.
Spices.
And lots of salt. Lots of salt, and this one is turmeric and black pepper, and it's so good. I don't have it all in a bowl yet.
All right, so we'll do the taste test of the broccoli. You gotta tell us if you like it, okay?
I like it.
You didn't even chew it yet. You just said you like it.
Thanks for your support, R.
Is it good?
You want to try it with an olive?
No.
Avocado?
No.
Do you want more broccoli?
All right, then.
No.
I thought you liked it.
I am full now.
Oh. I'll try it.
It's really good.
Yeah. No, it's super good. The texture's perfect. Wow.
I need to try this pesto.
So here's my like lunch. It's kind of the same thing I ate this morning, except I used garam masala. Garam masala. No, this stuff is awesome. This is an herb mix. This one's from Mountain Rose Herbs, I think. Yeah, but it's cumin, Epicurean Organics. No, that's Mountain
That's
Rose.
just the
That's from
brand.
Mountain Rose Herb. They have a lot of really good organic herbs and spices. But this has got cumin, coriander, cardamom, black pepper, cinnamon, clove, and spices. What is, I don't know, secret spices apparently. But that stuff's awesome. It's like an organic spice mix from Mountain Rose. It gives it this like incredible smooth. How would you explain it?
Just when you're eating
Savory.
such similar meals, the difference all comes down to spices.
Yeah. No, I mean like we're all about the simple foods. I just kind of mix this up with avocado, and I'm gonna take Jessica's broccoli, the blended broccoli. It's like we're so lazy we don't even want to chew our food.
Basically.
I mean this is like a game changer. You basically chew your food up. You chew your food up for you. How many grams of carbs is that? All right, look, I don't really count all my grams. I don't count all my macros anymore. I kind of eat more intuitively. And that's what you
Wait.
kind of go for.
You gotta
Go ahead,
get this.
put on.
It's
That
nettle.
looks
it's
weird.
good.
That looks weird.
It's a pesto.
Do you guys want to see this? It looks weird. Okay, here.
Pesto dip. So it's nettle, chard, and basil.
Nettle, chard, and basil. Put
Sunflower
it on my
seeds-
plate.
Sunflower seeds and olive oil.
So a little bit more fat. There you go. Ooh, that broccoli is good. It's got a little lick of that broccoli. So I'll put a little bit of that. That's how much I'm willing to try of this.
Dude. It's really good, but a little bit goes a long way. Granted,
Okay.
it didn't.
It
come
just
out.
looks kind of funky. It looks
Yeah,
like
it didn't come out how I thought it would. But
real simple meals. I mean, I've kind of been eating the same meal this whole week. I had a little bit of pemmican earlier too. Maybe like I had 2 little squares of pemmican, probably the equivalent of a 1/4 pound of beef with maybe I don't know, 30, 40 grams of fat. So 3 meals today, 2 of them which are significant. So probably about over 3, I don't know if you count calories, probably somewhere around 3,200 or more calories today. So today I'm on like a recovery from some heavy workouts, and I'm eating a little bit more. But I don't necessarily track every gram of food that I eat at this point. Kind of eat intuitively, make my meals, make the same meals every day. So I know approximately, just dropped my spoon. I know approximately how much of each macronutrient I get each day. But I'm not about weighing it out all the time. For some people it works. For some people that's important. Definitely measuring and weighing when you're starting a diet so you get an idea of how much of each food you're getting in so you can start to eyeball it later on is good. And for some people prefer to track it obsessively. Not obsessively, but some people prefer to weigh and measure every single gram. And again, that's good in the beginning. Teach yourself how to do it. But then eventually you'll learn how to formulate your meals, how to make your meals, and kind of eyeball it. I've got a blackberry-faced munchkin monster over here. Oh, it's a kitty cat. Okay. So, yeah, that's my meal. I'm all about the simple foods, the nutrient-dense foods. And, yeah, sourcing local foods, using stuff from your garden, getting a connection with where your food comes from, makes everything more enjoyable for me and my family. I know some people aren't into that. Some people don't think that organic is important. I don't just eat organic foods because of the health reasons. I do it more for like environmental and ethical concerns. When you live in an agricultural area, you can see some of the degradation that happens from a lot of the industrial agricultural practices. The washing of heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides into the water is a big problem. Polluting groundwater is a major issue. Things like Roundup chelate the soil, take out the important minerals, the magnesium, they block the absorption of these minerals, and this is just not a good thing. For the sake of the future that I want to see, I'm all about the organic, local foods where you know where they're coming from, where you know they're grown by people who care about the environment they live in, by people who care about the soil they're taking care of. It's all about living soil. We don't want to kill all the microorganisms in the soil. We don't want to chelate the soil, the important minerals. We want to keep them intact. And I don't want to eat Roundup. So, yep, that's my little rant on why I choose to eat like local organic foods whenever possible. But I'm going to enjoy my meal now. Bye-bye. Okay, so I have to go reconcile with Jessica because her pesto is delicious. Jessica, your pesto is delicious.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Congratulations. I redact my statement of
Of
skepticism.
grossness
No.
and displeasure.
It looked kind of funky.
Disgust.
It looked kind of weird, but it tastes delicious on your food. Very good.
Hey.
Jessica's doing some gardening here, clearing out this old, busted, decayed garden bed, which fared well for about 3 years, but is now toast.
Check it out though, the wood, it's so decomposed, it's going to be really good to bring down to the garden for compost.
Soil is pretty washed out, but it's still pretty legit. Still some good soil.
Yeah, we'll see.
Decomposing wood.
I put the soil into our recycled potting plants for little seed sprouts.
Ariana saved some soil on her face also. Right, Ari?
No.
Oh. Can I see your face? Okay. Alright, so I kind of set up this little thing right here. Just some resistance bands hung up from the rafter above. But it's kind of nice. Every once in a while I'll come down and kind of stretch my lats and my triceps with it. Stretch my back out, but there's a lot you can do just with like a resistance band. set up somewhere in your house, you can do tricep extensions. This is a rope. I just tied the rope, so it's got 2 little handles on it. I actually made it as a dog toy initially to tug with my dog, and then it turned into this little thing. But you can do like triceps extensions. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can do tricep push downs. I mean, you can do face pulls. But yeah, every once in a while, even when I'm like during work and stuff, if I'm in between emails or talking to people, I'll just walk down and do a few sets of that, move my body around, get the blood flowing through. And but yeah, it's a really nice thing to have. Pretty cheap. The resistance bands, you can get them on like Amazon for relatively cheap. And there's all different grades or different densities of rubber that give you a different push and pull. But yeah, pretty simple little thing to have around. You can just grab it and stretch your arm out, open up your pec. All kinds of stuff you can do with it. The other one. Yeah. So it's almost 5 o'clock now. About 4:45, and the day is almost over. Jessica spent a lot of time gardening, playing with Ariana, and now dancing. You can't even see she's dancing. And yeah, that's what we do. I had 3 meals today because I had the pemmican in between. So you got to see what I've been eating lately, and Jessica kind of had the same meal. We didn't really talk much about her meal, I don't think. But what was in your breakfast?
It was fish, avocado,
washed out.
the ground broccoli, and a little bit of pesto.
Yeah, and what else?
And then I had that for lunch.
You had that for lunch? There you go.
Yeah.
2 gourmet chefs here.
That is really good.
But yeah, no, we're just really into the simple foods. We got a daughter to feed, so we spend some more energy making like cool food ideas and recipes for her. But for us, we just kind of eat the same foods most of the time. And real simple way to portion control. You don't have to measure your food all the time because you've measured it out. You know what it looks like. You've kind of trained yourself to eyeball your food, and you'll still be hitting the same approximate macros every day. So, yeah, Ariana's. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Duke, do you want to beg for food? Yes, all day. So, yeah, we got the sun going down over there. Some little storm clouds coming through. But, yeah, as far as exercise and workouts, didn't really do much today at all. Grabbed the barbell, which is outside, did maybe one set or 2 sets of bent over rows, just really lightweight. See, there's just 5 kilos on each side of the bar. So yeah, I did some bent over rows and a few sets of bicep curls, but today is just like a rest day. Been doing lots of dips, lots of front squats, but a lot of calisthenics lately. Haven't been bench pressing at all, but I've been doing lots of weighted dips, and they feel really good, especially on my elbows. I had a problem on one of my elbows one day during bench pressing. Started kind of feeling a little funny click in my tricep tendon. So I've just been doing weighted dips lately for my upper body, and that's been good. A little bit of overhead pressing, but not much. Some side lateral raises and stuff, but try to focus on the compound movements and then just play around with the accessory movements during the day. But yeah, that's our day, what we've been eating, and a little bit about keeping it simple. Simple meals that you like. You buy the same foods relatively frequently, and you know how to combine them and use different spices and whatnot to bring out the flavors you want. So keeping it simple is a really good way to, keep track of your food intake and simplify your life. Spend all day making gourmet meals and worrying about new textures, new tastes all the time. And while that's fun and I enjoy it, it's just something I don't really have time for right now. got a beautiful daughter who is still crawling around with dirt all over her face from the garden. And yeah, so I want to spend my time doing things other than preparing food. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out our website, www.primaledgehealth.com. Can probably handle a couple, like maybe a few more clients this month, but I've got to check to see what the schedule looks like. But coaching has been fun lately. Some of the people I work with, it's really enjoyable, and definitely love to see people's progress. So might have a few spots open this month. Just send an email through that form if you're interested, and we can see if we can sync up our times and see if we've got similar, if you've got a goal that we can work towards. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.